Now, oftentimes, I'm given for a feature. Now, I know this lady, and she's, I think, phenomenal. And I think most everyone here knows that, and everybody off in the video world should know it as well. But most people give like, oh, well, I happen to get a Pulitzer Prize nomination, or, you know, and they say one thing. Well, no, nobody's ever said that. Pushcart Prize, I've gotten once or twice. Or, you know, and then this lady said, well, you know what, this might cross your eyes, but I've got this big-ass list here. And I don't know how many awards and how many schools and how many events are listed in this thing, but it really is mind-blowing. So, no, I'm not even going to read all the anthologies that are listed here that include her. It's mind-blowing. She's like, it'll make you cross your eyes. Well, you're absolutely right, because you've done so effing much, Miss Woman. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please give it up for the one, the only Jenene Ravesloot.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you all for being here. This is very cool. All my favorite guys are here. Anyway, I'm going to start with Janet's book that she just published.
CCD!
Yes. It's a very cool book.
Which you publish in we.
And the title, good gosh, is Something Slides Over the Water, a Sistina variation. Of course, I do a lot of Sistina variations. So I'll start with that. Something slides over the water like the sigh of a depressed man. Don't you wish you had the energy to kill yourself? But this is LA. Find your sunglasses, turn over, feel the sun on your back, almost hear the smog slowly lifting. Almost hear the smog slowly lifting. Listen. Something slides over the water. Turn over. Feel the sun on your back. Everything is like the sigh of a depressed man. You are in LA. Find your sunglasses. You don't have the energy to kill yourself. You don't have the energy to kill yourself. You can almost hear the smog slowly lifting in LA. Find your sunglasses. Something slides over the water like the sigh of a depressed man. Turn over. Feel the sun on your back. Turn over. Feel the sun on your back. You don't have the energy to kill yourself. A breeze sighs like the depressed man. You can almost hear the smog lifting, hear something slide over the water. This is LA. Where are your sunglasses? This is LA. Find your sunglasses, man. Turn over. Feel the sun on your back. Feel something slide over the water. If only you had the energy to kill yourself while the smog is slowly lifting. Everything is like the sigh of the depressed man. Everything is like the sigh of the depressed man. This is LA. You'll need your sunglasses. Can't you almost hear the smog slowly lifting? Turn over. Feel the sun on your back. You don't have the energy to kill yourself as something slides over the water. You wish you could kill yourself, but you can't. Smog is slowly lifting and something is sliding over the water. Turn over. Feel the sun on your back. Sigh. Get another pair of sunglasses. You'll need them. This is LA, man.
time, wait for an email address.
I'm going to start with Obscura. This is a poem I wrote for Effie Mahapolis. I don't know how many of you remember her. She was my first teacher when I came onto the scene in 1999. She was very important to me. I saw her the day before she died, and this is Obscura. Wave, wait, wait, wave. Something comes, then goes. I feel it. A hand at the nape of the neck lets me go. Where was I held? Right here. A hair clasped in a closed locket, a landscape caught in the lens of a pinhole camera. Utterly still, I blur at the edges. Wait, wait. Words slip away. A whole world. What remains? A hair stain on a bedroom wall. If you all remember, Effie had this beautiful long hair, and so that poem was inspired for her long, beautiful hair. So I'm going to do several small poems that are sort of like a bracelet of poems. So I'm going to, and they're bar poems, since I spent a few years hanging in the bars. So this is Me and Pretty Mary. Me and Pretty Mary at the bar. Bobby flipping burgers in the back, killing roaches with frozen steaks. Julie walking through the door, a blue tattooed butterfly fluttering on one white breast, while Matt passes another reefer back and forth, puts a quarter in the jukebox, plays Lush Life. Then Jake rolls dice across green cloth. Snake eyes. No drinks all around. Last year, actually, a whole bunch of us, Charlie Newman, Tom Roby, yours truly, Bob, did a bunch of riffs where we were inspired by each other's work. And this came out of that, and it's titled Slider Worlds. Eddie, Ralph, and Billy. One, Eddie. 85% lean meat. White Castle sliders, 4 of them, that is. And chili in a styrofoam cup, nestled inside a greasy white bag, resting on a windowsill at 2 o'clock in the morning, feet propped up on the bed, rolled cigarette dangling from a swollen lip, smoke jumping through circles. Not much has changed, wise guy. You're still listening to Frank Sinatra on the CD, still wondering how you got here, only this is now, and that was then. No use doing an inventory when you don't intend to change a thing, and the brightest moon in 18 years is shining through an open window. Ralph decides he can make his own chili and 85% lean meat White Castle sliders right at home. See, he says, all you do is form them into 2-inch square patties on wax paper, punch 5 or 6 holes into each patty, Freeze them until you're ready to cook. I'm impressed. It's not every day I get to eat sliders right out of the pan. And, he adds, hot dog buns cut in half work best. Ralph, always the smart one. Billy. Lightning, thunder. It's not a great idea to be working on the computer during a rainstorm, but he has to get it down while he can. The memory of those all-night diners with their gleaming subway white tiles like something out of a bad noir movie. The scent of cheap subway roses in dime store vases, taste of real Cokes before the formula changed. The memory of his blacked out father eating sliders, chilly, running down the kitchen wall. The stench of a cigarette going out on the wood kitchen table. Thank you so much. This is titled Chicago Spleen. One. So here I am sitting in Bobby's bar at closing time and no one's talking. Any morgue at 3 a.m. is livelier than this place. So I stare out the barroom window hoping for some action that never seems to come. See only the sign of the Bel Air Hotel blinking on and off in the night. Hear the cold sound of rain against the barroom window. Sometimes I have to laugh at old Bobby. He's holding a beer bottle in his hand and he's standing so still. I'd swear he was dead. Not a twitch out of him. And Louis at the other end, face smacked against the counter. Maybe we've been buried alive and we just don't know it. That's when I begin to shudder, yeah, really shudder, too. I open my eyes, stare out the window at a few clouds hanging there like dirty laundry. Listen to the repo man who's banging on my door. He wants my car. All right by me. Life is a sad song, stuck on replay. Like Strayhorn wrote, all I care is to smile in spite of it. 3. I take a train downtown. Who said? The legs are the last to go. I'm thinking Bukowski when I hit the sidewalk face down right in front of a guy begging for change. But then, maybe I'm just dreaming. Because Rimbaud is sitting in my favorite Caribou Cafe. He's putting the finishing touches on the drunken boat he's written in a series of 25 Alexandrine quatrains, while I swim in the Seine, drown 50 meters out. 4. My neighbor passes me on the stair. He's going down, I'm going up. He'll die like Baudelaire in 2 years, semi-paralyzed. And no one will give a damn. Why should I tell him? 5. Chain smoking will get you dead, but I'm going there anyway, so I light up another Lucky Strike, the kind of cigarette my mom used to smoke. Put up my feet. Read about the Greek crises. No wonder Hart Crane jumped ship after exclaiming, "Goodbye, everybody!" He couldn't stand the angst anymore. 6. I open my eyes, stare out the window at a few clouds, listen for the repo man who's banging on my door. He wants my car. All right by me. Like Strayhorn wrote, all I care is to smile in spite of it. plaything. Act 1. Pinwheels, rockets, flares. Stage left. Paper birds on thin wood dowels, a few fake trees. Stage right. A yellow moon, inflatable blue-eyed doll dragging a toe tag front and center. Please. Act 2. Metal bed on a raised platform, peeling wall paper. A red neon sign screams of pleasure, grunts, sighs, muffled slaps, sobs, leading to a struggle. Gunshots. Hospital scene. Death. Trial. Verdict. In that order. Epilogue. No need to apologize for the play's predictability. No need to raise the curtain again. The audience left at intermission along with a disgruntled reviewer, usherette. The ghost light is on. Monday will be black. Thank you. I am in the process of doing a book of poems. Whoops, we'll let that go. Photo op number 4. False moon, real babe. Legs spread wide. They photograph her over and over in a dark theater on Broadway. Her luminous skin lightening things up like this afternoon sun when they finally exit. In Chicago, I don't know if any of you have seen this, but they actually had places like this where you could go and photograph women in theaters. And it was really quite interesting. New York City slice of life. New York City slice of life, no different than LA or Chicago. Same bum sleeping it off in a pawn shop doorway, whiskey bottle stuffed in his hip pocket. Same rat running against an invisible wall, same disfigured dog dying in an alley, same loveless girl riding a sidewalk in a pair of torn bell-bottom jeans, yellow eyes dancing like two manic stars hanging over any avenue at midnight. Inventory list, 1963. This comes from my life and my first marriage. A single incandescent light. Rousseau prints tacked to the bedroom wall. Maple sleigh bed, matching bureau, rocking chair. Nat King Cole's Ramblin' Rose, playing on the jukebox in the tavern below. I never thought I would like Arizona, but I was there a few years back, and I have to say it's a rather interesting place, and in the morning, in the desert, it is unbelievably noisy. It is, I mean, the cacophony of birds and everything. So this is titled Pantun. The neighbor's parrot screams, "There's been a crime. The white oncidiums burn in their pots, they've been hexed. But it's here on the bed you lie, you toss and cannot rest. The white oncidiums burn in their pots, they've been hexed, the tides push in and out like a spoon, you toss and cannot rest, begin to hum a childhood tune. The tides push in and out like a spoon. Seagulls circle evening's fading light. You begin to hum a childhood tune. Clouds cut the sky, a red moon takes flight. Seagulls circle evening's fading light. But it's here on the bed you'll lie. Clouds cut the sky, a red moon takes flight. The neighbor's parrot screams, there's been a crime. And that isn't the right poem, folks, I'm sorry, but you have Pantoum. I don't know how I got that mixed up, but I'm going to read the poem that actually refers to the desert. I'm so sorry. So this is Villanelle Variation number 1. In the desert, the nights are cool and dry. At midnight, I find you curled like a question mark. In your sleep you ask, who'll feed me? Half laughing. This is the season of no reply. We lie down together in the dark in the desert. The nights are cool and dry. I feel the breath of something passing. How can I remark? In your sleep you ask, who'll feed me? Half laughing. Sands shift in their bowl of sighs. A coyote slinks across the park. In the desert, the nights are cool and dry. What is the use of packing? Starving saguaros stand tall and stark. In your sleep you ask, who'll feed me? Half laughing. 4 more years of drought than these will die. We no longer swim beneath a starry arc. In the desert the nights are cool and dry. In your sleep you ask, who'll feed me? Half laughing. My husband is keeping track of what I'm doing, thank God.
You're not getting any more time than I get.
You're funny, Tom. Spring and not one singing bird. Sistina Variation, which was published in one of Janet's books. So I thank Janet for publishing it. Spring and not one singing bird. Reader, the future is a naked branch. How can I help you? The receiver of this poem will hear nothing. Just a certain calmness like after a suicide. But before the corpse has been cut down. Before the corpse has been cut down, spring and not one bird. The air is calm after a suicide. Reader, the future is a naked branch. You will hear nothing. How can I help you? I don't think I can help you. Before the corpse has been cut down, you will hear nothing. Nothing. Not even one singing bird. Reader, the future is a naked branch. Everything will be calm, like after a suicide. Everything will be calm like after a suicide. I doubt that I will ever be able to help you because the future is a naked branch. And the corpse has not been cut down. It is spring and not one bird. You will hear nothing. You will hear nothing, just a certain calmness like after a suicide. You won't see one bird. I will not be able to help you. The corpse has not been cut down. The future is a naked branch. No future. Just a naked branch. The receiver of this poem will hear nothing before the corpse has been cut down. Just a certain calmness like after a suicide. I will never be able to help you. It is spring. There isn't one singing bird. No one can help you. The corpse hasn't been cut down. It is spring, and not one bird, just silence, like after a suicide. The future is a naked branch. You will hear nothing. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry about that mismatch there.
I have to say something. I don't think everybody was loud enough. Give it up one more time for Jenene Ravesloot.
Jenene has a book too called Loot.
Yes, I do.
Do you have a copy of it to show off to me?
I don't.
What the hell?
Exactly.
And I do want to mention one other thing. I recently went to a reading at Vito's, and Vito has a new book out, and I gotta say it is swell.
Yeah.
Well, so I read it and I reread it, and I was knocked out. So thank you.
So anybody wants, yeah, yay for Jenene, yes. And if anybody wants to know more about, I'm going to sit on her stool. If anybody wants to know more about Vito Vittorio Carli, he's got a show coming up this Saturday. And, well, there's a lot of features, including myself. So if you'd like to hear some stuff with some music, as well as a bunch of other features, go check it out in Pilsen. You want to know more stuff, go to janetgarbers.com or look on Facebook for upcoming features for Vito. Yay. We've got a ton of cool features coming up. Because in 2 weeks, because we're every other week, we've got, I've got to scan through here on March 28th. 328 is Tom Roby. Yeah, rock on Tom Roby. Woo! And I actually, on April 11th, 411, I've got 2 stars next to Ned Haggard. So Ned Haggards are featured on April 11th. Yeah. We've got GPA, the Poetic Unsub, on April 25th. And in the beginning of May, we've had some rearranging to have this. We've got, coming in from the UK on May 9th, Oz Hardwick. So we've got a bunch of cool features. If anybody wants to know anything, you can always check it out online at chaoticarts.org/thecafe. If you want to get on the list so you can find out when upcoming features are, or get onto a thing for podcasts or anything. And because we've got all these great open micers who always want to spill their dreams out for people, I thought it would be appropriate to say who you tell your dreams to. We were driving along the freeway, you and me in the pickup truck, and your girlfriend in between, where you can move that gear shift, and it would mean so much to you. And you saw something that you thought was beautiful, and you said, look at the lines, look at how it was made, and you were inspired by the beauty of an everyday object that no one else noticed. And your girlfriend, riding in the middle, said, that's him! People think he's crazy! And I thought, no, it just depends on who you tell your dreams to. But I couldn't say it in the truck. I wouldn't say it. But the one place where you can tell all of your dreams and your hopes and fears are right here, because I want to hear absolutely everything from you guys from